Hi there, welcome back to True Gooner. And in this video here, we've got a hangout here with Hayden. Unfortunately, he's doing a podcast on here. So how are you doing, Hayden? You right?
I'm not bad, thank you. How are you, sir?
Yeah, good, thank you. Well, I'm all right, actually. But first of all, we'll have our thoughts on the North London derby. Oh, I thought it was a very frustrating game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's started off really poor. It seemed like Tottenham were playing a bit better than us, I have to admit. But then it seemed to pick up quite a bit. Seemed to look a lot more dominant. But then when they got that goal, they were looking like the team that were, if any, were going to score again. I can't lie.
Yeah. Well, what also got me about this because I thought the team was going to come out flying, and they just didn't. Because
No.
the players were speaking about how much it meant to them the day before and the Friday, but I didn't see that on the pitch.
I really thought they'd do better. Yeah. I don't think they. I think they wanted it. Just I don't know.
Oh yes, definitely a derby. Of course they're going to want it, and form goes out the window. Of course they'll be up for it, but I really did expect more. I just wasn't impressed. They
No.
didn't show that killer instinct, or they didn't show that they actually wanted it, which was frustrating. And also we got the goal just before half time, and usually what that does is it gives you a lift and it weakens the opposition, but I saw the complete opposite.
Yeah, they seem to come back after the second half.
Exactly. It did the exact opposite, which I just didn't understand. So what do you think that was down to? Do you think that was just down to lack of confidence? Do you think that was what was said at half time? What do you think that was down to?
I don't really know, to be honest. I mean, being a derby, both teams wanted as much as they could. Tottenham, obviously, especially Wimmer, the defender,
Yeah.
he would have been really up for proving himself again. I think all the players would have. I don't know, maybe the Arsenal thought that because at the end of the first half, they were looking the much better team. Maybe they thought they could keep that up. Maybe a bit complacent. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely agree with you there. And it's also very frustrating that if you look at this, we haven't won any of our last three derbies at home. And
No,
do you think that's not good enough? I don't think. Do you think these
no,
are the
it's
game
not.
derbies that we should be winning, no matter what we think of Tottenham?
Yeah, I mean, we should be winning every home game.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't expect us to win every single home Champions League game because you look at the likes of Barcelona and Bayern Munich and teams like that, and they're obviously just a different class. But you look at Tottenham, you look at Chelsea, Man United, we should be winning all those at home.
Yeah, well, we should. And actually, to be honest with you, look at our home form this season. It's really worrying because we seem to be doing a lot better on the road than at home because we've lost against Liverpool. We scraped a draw against Middlesbrough. Obviously, we dropped points against Tottenham. And let's be honest, the only game which we've actually really done well at home is Chelsea because against Southampton, we were lucky. Against Swansea, we did all right, but we scraped it. So do you think that's a concern there? What do you think that's down to? Is it?
I don't know, really. I know what you mean, though. I mean, the away games like Watford 3-1, Hull 4-1. We're looking Sunderland 4-1 again. So we're actually scoring the goals away from home. I'm not sure why. I can't think of any reason why.
Do you think it's something to do with the Emirates crowd itself? Because I wasn't actually at the game, but I heard loads of people saying, "Oh, but the ground was flat. There was just it wasn't loud enough, and it was a derby. They weren't treating it as if it's a derby. It wasn't electric." Do you think that's partly to do with it? Because and away, because the Arsenal home support versus Arsenal away support is two different, completely different.
Yeah, I mean, the Arsenal home support is obviously full of the diehard Arsenal fans, but also it's full of not. I mean, especially the Arsenal Tottenham game. I think you could get tickets through like different different ways. So not everyone there would have been a true Arsenal fan, I don't think. But then the only guys that go to the away games are the proper Arsenal fans that will sing and follow the team 100%, which may be why they're obviously a bit louder. And also the players want to do it for the guys that do travel with them.
Yeah, definitely. And also coming off of that, coming back to the derby for in a second, we've actually done well against teams that attack us. I think that's the reason why we beat Chelsea, because Chelsea attacked us. But Middlesbrough defended against us. Southampton defended for most of the game against us, and you saw Tottenham defended. So why is it that we're struggling to break teams down? Because we're going to get a lot more games like this during the season. We're going to get a lot more.
I don't know. Maybe the way Arsenal play is they pass it around, find spaces. But if everyone's behind the ball, if they're defending constantly, then it's going to be hard to find these spaces.
Yeah,
so it'd be hard for Arsenal to do that thing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we appreciate that it is going to be harder to break teams down. But seriously, your home form, I really feel, is where you need to be the strongest if you really want to go on and push titles and win titles. And it's been worrying. This has been worrying for years because we saw this a bit last season as well, and we've seen it in previous seasons that we're struggling to break teams down. So, do you think it's our style of football we need to change? I still definitely think something is missing. So, what do you think it is that was missing that weekend? But obviously, I don't want to slate the team too much because they have been doing well this season. But I was just disappointed. So, do you still think there's something missing to this squad? Do you still think there's a mentality problem that's not right?
I don't think it's something missing as such, because we do have the players. It's just, I mean, I really like Sanchez playing up front. He's obviously doing really well there. But I know he scored a header against, I've forgotten who he scored a header against.
Oh, I've got to go back to Sunderland.
Was it
Sunderland? Yeah, Sunderland.
Yeah, he's not winning many headers. He's short. He's not a tall guy. We've got Giroud, we've got Perez, who's not small. And teams against like Tottenham, it's going to be hard to go down the middle. You're going to have to go down the wing. And then, I mean, Walker and Rose, they're quite attacking fullbacks. There'll be gaps on the wing. You can cross balls in, especially them playing three at the back as well. Cross balls in and get some headers. But Sanchez just can't do that as much as Giroud can, I don't think.
No, but Giroud is mainly good for that aerial threat because he's tall, but he isn't quick. Well,
no.
If you want to go more attacking, I think, and go quick and have pace, I think that's where Sanchez down the middle really does work.
Yeah. No, you don't get me wrong. He's amazing down the middle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I'm still not quite convinced that he is that he is good enough to lead the line, but he's done very well so far, so I just don't
a few times last season, never started it. Wenger used to bring on another striker, so we used to play two up front, and I'd quite like to maybe see a bit more of that. I want to see how that works. Maybe Giroud playing off Sanchez or something, or the other way around.
Yeah.
Like maybe one just a bit behind the other, and then.
Yeah, playing two. Do you mean playing two up top?
Yeah. Maybe like. Yeah.
I really, many fans have actually been suggesting that should work, including myself, because obviously Giroud, you saw at the World Cup, he worked well with Griezmann up top. So
yeah,
I seriously do think we should give that a go instead of going 4-2-3-1 all the time. We do need to change the formation because Leicester did 4-4-2, and look how it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
And even Manchester United fans are crying out most of their weeks for their formation to be 4-4-2.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I have to wait and see. I think we've got the players to do it. I'm not sure. We'd have to change the style of football because you wouldn't be able to do as much passing as we've got midfielders or whatever we've got at the moment. Yeah, the two central midfielders and then the three.
Yeah, because
you wouldn't be able to do passing as much.
No, you wouldn't. At the weekend, I thought the best two players in fact were Coquelin and Xhaka. And Monreal, I thought he did very well, but everyone else, I just don't think was up to it.
No, Mustafi. I know he's
Yeah, he's still coming
new,
in.
but he did make quite a few mistakes.
He's been
Just the
making
odd slip up.
Yeah, he has been making those odd ones occasionally, like he did
Not
against
like,
Sunderland.
yeah, just the odd maybe bad touch or something. But then again, he did make some really good interceptions, like from crosses coming in and stuff.
Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I think he's just still a bit getting used to it, getting used to the play of the Premier League and stuff.
Yeah. Personally, someone who I didn't think particularly had a good game was Alex Iwobi. Now, do you think that's just down to tiredness? Because I have been saying in many of my previews, I will give him a rest because what I don't want to happen is him being burnt out. So, do you think it's time we take him out of the side for just a couple of games and give Oxlade-Chamberlain a go or someone else a go? Do you think he needs to come out of the side a bit because he just hasn't looked up to it, particularly the weekend? He was just nowhere. He missed an easy chance. What do you think's going on there?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you could put it down to the fact it's his first North London derby. He doesn't know it. He doesn't fully know what it means. But I mean, he's been at Arsenal since.
Well, he's been here for a couple of years now. Yeah, he's been
But
here.
also,
But he only came
been
into
in
the
the youth
starting.
squad.
He only came into the starting squad towards the end of March, so he became a regular starter.
But they said this was his first North London derby.
Yeah, it was.
I don't know. Maybe he didn't fully know exactly what it means to everyone, but you'd thought you would. Maybe it's just tiredness.
Yeah, I definitely blame fatigue because not has a possibility here, and also another talking point about the game is that, and we saw it against Middlesbrough as well, is that Santi Cazorla was missed because he actually adds that creativity, that movement, that style, that flair into our midfield, while Granit Xhaka and Francis Coquelin, as well they've done, unfortunately don't bring that. So do you think he's been a massive miss to all this?
Yeah, I think I really like Cazorla.
Yeah.
I think he's just such a clever player, I think. But then, like I say, Coquelin, Jack had really good games. El Nene, sorry. He has pretty good games. You've got Ramsey as well. So you wouldn't have thought he would be missed, but maybe it was just that bit of flair, that different play that was missed, especially against Tottenham.
Yeah. So that's what I definitely think was missing. It was the flair. Now, obviously, we've missed another opportunity to go top when we really could have done, just like we did against Middlesbrough. So do you think, let's be honest, do you think there's still a mentality problem wrong? Do you think something's not right to actually push on to this next level, or have you been impressed with how we've done well this season? Because in other matches, like against Ludogorets, we were 2 behind and won it. Against Swansea, we held on, and we haven't really been beating Swansea, but we did it against Chelsea. We blew them away, which we haven't been doing. But against Tottenham, unfortunately, it didn't happen, and we missed a opportunity to go top at Middlesbrough, blew it. Missed a opportunity to go top this weekend, blew it. So, what do you think's going on there to actually make sure we do get top?
Just quickly going back to Ludogorets, just prior to that, you said that it's impressive we went from 2-0 to 3-2. If I'm perfectly honest, we shouldn't have gone 2-0 down in the first place.
No, we shouldn't have. Absolutely not.
It was mistakes from the defence, which may be what's costing us these. I mean, yeah, we kept a clean sheet against Middlesbrough, so you can't blame the defence for that. And again,
well, we could do because it was Petr Cech actually that saved us. It wasn't really the defence because they actually had the better chances. In fact,
right, I didn't see the game. Really good save. I remember seeing that.
He made a couple.
And then, I mean, Tottenham. Yeah, poor tackle from Koscielny to give away the penalty.
Oh, did you think it was a penalty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was 50-50, but he shouldn't be going and making challenges.
No.
Because he wasn't even going straight to goal. So there was just no need. No,
exactly.
For it.
He could have just blocked the potential shot. But I don't know, it might be a combination of. I don't think Cech is particularly confident with his defence. I mean, you look at them, they're world-class players, but like I said, they do make a few mistakes.
Not necessarily, because I actually thought that Tottenham team was there for the taking because they had the main defender Alderweireld out. They had Ali out, but they had Kane and
the attackers.
Yeah, they did have Kane and Dembele coming back into the side, but they'd only just come back from injury. So, and Tottenham, don't forget, before today, hadn't won any of the last 6 games, and they lost midweek in the Champions League. And some people keep saying, but Arsenal had a game midweek. Well, so did they the day after, and it was a harder game and they're at Wembley. So, seriously, do you think it's down to tiredness? I don't think there was many excuses for that because they had excuses. They had many excuses as well. So
I mean, we don't need to be. We don't need to. The players don't need to be tired. We've got. You could play Ospina, Jenkinson instead of Bellerin. You've got Gibbs instead of Monreal.
Yeah, well, they all played against Ludogorets.
Yeah, I know. So
you mentioned. Yeah,
I don't know if you can blame tiredness for, but then they've been playing every single league game. The rest of the guys, I don't know. They'll all be very disappointed with this thing. I don't think Arsenal will be happy. Tottenham.
Oh yeah, Tottenham will take. Yeah, they will take it. I think most teams that come. I think pretty much every team that comes to the Emirates will be happy with a draw, no matter who they are.
Yeah.
But we should be beating them at home. Simple as that. So now, because of that, it makes that Manchester United game, which we got coming straight after the international break, more important that we win that now. Because if anyone had said to me 4 points out of Tottenham and Manchester United, you will take that. So now it's very vital that we do win that now. So. And obviously, things concern me about that game. A couple things. One, even when Manchester United don't play well, we never seem to win at Old Trafford. And B, Wenger just hasn't got a good record against Mourinho. So those 2 things really worry me. And obviously, Ibrahimovic is out suspended for that. So they'll be wanting to play Rashford, Martial. They want to be going with a bit of pace. So. How do you think we can exploit that? Do you think we can do that?
Like you say, it's going to be such a hard game. But at the same time, Ozil is out midweek. Sorry, out over the international break. Lowe's not playing it.
Yeah.
And he's one of the key players.
Yeah.
Sanchez is a bit worrying. It's quite good that it's the international break so he can sort of get over his injury a little bit.
Oh yeah,
if it is only a minor one,
I really hope it is. Because if it's a torn calf muscle, we're in trouble, and you'll be out for 6 weeks.
They're saying it's only minor.
I don't know.
So hopefully,
we've heard these things
back in training.
We've heard these things several times before.
Yeah.
So you can never know with our medical staff. But let's get back. Let's go back to the Manchester United game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really hard. You've just got to say it. You've got De Gea, who's just, I mean, Man U seem to have conceded quite a few goals this year, but he is still just a world-class keeper. Like you say, you've got Rashford and Martial, who is just pace. I mean, Bellerin's not slow. Well, Bellerin's rapid.
He's rapidly quick.
And Mustafi aren't slow.
No, they're not.
Monreal's not really that slow. Maybe it's worth playing Gibbs instead of Monreal.
Yeah, because Gibbs is much quicker, and if you've got pacey wingers running down the side, Monreal, unfortunately, he hasn't done it this season because we saw against PSG he didn't do it, and we saw against Middlesbrough he didn't do it. So obviously Gibbs would be someone that will do it. So, but no disrespect to Monreal because he's done very well.
No, in my opinion, I think he's the better defender.
Yeah,
he's got better defensive technique, but he's just not as quick as Gibbs.
No, unfortunately not.
I think I might give El Neni a game.
Would you seriously go with 2 holding midfielders, or Santi Cazorla's back, or if Aaron Ramsey's back? Would you start one of them
against Man U?
Yeah, because obviously we want to attack them because Mourinho quite likes to park the bus. So I do think it's very important we go attacking.
I don't know what I would go with, but I can't see Wenger changing it.
No,
I would go with two strikers, but I just can't see Wenger changing it.
Oh no, I don't see that. I don't see that happening. No.
So it probably will be the 4-2-3-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might play Walcott and Oxlade-Chamberlain. He might play Sanchez back on the wing for this game and Giroud up there.
If he's ready in time, yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to have to wait and see. But it's so hard picking between Ramsey, Cazorla, El Nene, Coughlin and Xhaka. To pick two of those, that all five of them could get into most Premier League teams.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. It's
just...
just...
Of course, you've got Wilshere back next season.
Yeah. It mainly depends on how you want to go into the game. Like if you want to sit back and go defensive, then Coughlin and El Nene will be brilliant for it. But if you want to go more attacking, then you have to play Xhaka and Cazorla.
Yeah.
Because that's how I will go Xhaka. I'll bring back Cazorla. I'll bring Cazorla straight back into that team if he is ready with Xhaka. And
he'll play Ramsey on the right.
Oh.
Walcott on the left.
I don't think he'll play Walcott on the left. I've not seen him do that for a while, but what I reckon...
Sorry, not Walcott, Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Yeah, that is a thing, but I reckon what he'll do, if Sanchez isn't fit, he'll probably start with Walcott down the middle, play Ramsey on the right, because I've seen it before, so
yeah,
that's what he'll probably do. But if Alexis is fit, then I think he'll stick with Walcott on the right and Sanchez down the middle.
Alexis will still play striker?
Yeah. I think he will, because so far this season it's worked. So he'll think, why change it? And I have always said, if something's not broken, then there is no need to change it. It's only if something isn't working, then you have to change it. But Ramsey on the right just doesn't work. But he just doesn't seem to. He doesn't seem to change that. That's a worry. He doesn't work. He's so much better in the middle.
I agree.
Yeah. So, and obviously before we have the Spurs game, we had Ludogorets, which we won, which obviously advances to the last 16 of the Champions League yet again. So what we want to do this time is top the group, and straight after that we got PSG. Obviously,
it's PSG that week.
Yeah, that same week.
Wednesday, Tuesday that week.
It's a Wednesday after the Manchester United.
It's the Wednesday.
Yeah. So. How do you think we're going to be prepared for that? Do you think that's a game we can win? Because we did very well. I thought we did really well at their place to actually get a point. So
yeah, we did really well.
Yeah. Do you think? I don't know how we got a point about that one, but fair credit to the team. But do you think that game we should go proper strong? Like, don't make too many changes, particularly in the back, particularly keeper. Do you not think we should? Do you think we should just go for it?
No, I think we should still play the Ospina, Gibbs. I think it's good to get them. I think I'd play Bellerin.
Yeah, definitely.
For Jenkinson, because he's a lot quicker than Jenkinson.
Yeah, definitely.
And he's a better player.
Yeah.
So playing him.
I don't
know. Sorry.
Because don't forget, if we win that one, we top the group. Doesn't matter what happens in our last game, we top the group. So what I would personally do is I'll personally go full strength for that game. And if we win that, then rest everyone for Basel, because Basel will mean nothing. So that's what I seriously think we should do.
Yeah.
For that game, go full strength. So that includes Czech, that includes Monreal, includes all. I personally think these next two games we must treat them as if they're cup finals. If we really, really want to do something special this season.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, right. So we'll wrap the show up there. Thank you very much, Hayden, for joining me. How have you enjoyed it? Enjoyed the show?
Yeah, really good. Thank you very much for having me on.
Yeah. Hopefully next time when we have you, you'll have your camera back. But it's been a pleasure talking to you. And
it's been good. Thank you.
No worries. And thank you, viewers, for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And obviously, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be speaking to you very soon. And until I next see you, come on, you Reds.